Well, good evening. Granny Gear here for Old Guy on a Bike. A little bit ago, I did a Tuff gravel bike ride. How do I know it was tough? Well, the name of it. It was the Mammoth Tuff. And that's spelled T-U-F-F, the way tough is always spelled. And this is a story, 40 miles of gravel hell. Oh man. How'd the cowboys do that? All right, just kidding about the 40 miles of hell part. Sounded pretty cool though, huh? But I'm not kidding about the Mammoth Tuff. It is a gravel event held up in the town of Mammoth Lakes, California, which is in the eastern Sierras along that Highway 395 corridor. It is a destination town, both for winter for skiing and snowboarding and who knows what else. In the summer, they have the mountain bike park and just fishing and hiking, and it's a entrance area to the backcountry, to wildernesses for people that are doing overnight bike backpacking. Anyway, yeah, it's a place to be. Very nice young couple named Dave and Amanda. They put on this gravel event. They do a 40 mile, a 70 mile, and a 90 mile. Now, I'd signed up for the 70 because I figured that'd be hard enough without being stupidly hard for this old guy. However, my friends kind of wanted to do the 40, and I thought, you know what? I think the 40 sounds like a really good idea. I'd get back while the tacos were still hot, etc. More on that later. Let's roll the video. Let me show you the sights and the sounds of the 40-miler version of the Mammoth Tuff. Be right back.
So,
15 minutes to the 8:20 start.
but I'm like, I saw
Sat down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Whoa! Woo, man, was there some soft spots in that. Had to stop, strip some clothes. I am glad I had a GPS because I would have never found my way out of there. Holy smokes. Oh, there's all my buddies. We're all here. Team Orange is changing clothes. I wish I hadn't worn knickers because it's warmer than I thought. But hey, what are you going to do? What a beautiful day though, huh? Look at this. Wow, I see all the riders out there. All right, we got more to go.
شقاوة فيها الدنيا
was that old country song, God Bless the Broken Road? That was a broken road. You couldn't probably tell on camera, but it was like asphalt, and then there'd be like sand pits. You'd drop off the asphalt into the sand and the rocks and up the ledges, and it's like good fun, huh? It's like old mountain biking days without suspension. So, all right, we're waiting for our two friends, and then we're going to continue on down. We're still going downhill. I think we go downhill for a long ways, but we're paying the piper because all that pumice. Yeah, man, you're pedaling going downhill. So we're working. All right. Beautiful day though. Beautiful day.
الدنيا شقاوة فيها الدنيا بالله يا رفيقي تبقى القوة في حضن الطبيعة الدنيا فيها الشقاوة ما ننسى فيها الحلاوة الدنيا فيها الحسادة ما ننسى فيها السعادة الدنيا فيها المودة يا إنسان فيها المحبة
Snack break. Isn't that pretty? I think this road goes on forever. Good stuff. Thank goodness for suspension seat posts. Look at all the yummy things. Pop-Tarts, Nutter Butters. Haribo.
Gummy bears.
Oh, gummy bears, gummy bears. Shimano doing a great job for everybody. It's going to have some issues. Very, very nice. Very, very well-run sag. Lovely, yummy things to eat. Okay, I'm loaded up with drinks. My friends are ready. Friends say they're ready. We're leaving. See you down the road. Oh, back on smooth pavement now. Woo, that's a relief. We're heading to Highway 395. You can see it there. And then we make a right turn and you can see Mammoth Mountain over there with all the ski trails on it. That's the general direction we're heading. And if experience is anything, it seems like there's always a headwind once we make a right turn on the 395. Been a great ride though. If there was ever a ride that you wanted big tires on your gravel bike, it was that one. We'll be talking about how I had the bike set up. I got to pedal little granny gear and get myself up the road here. Talk to you guys in a little bit. Well, that was some unexpected suckage. I guess I was wrong about what the route did. I thought it was road all the way up. It wasn't. It wasn't. And that was some sandy, slow climbs. That was pretty miserable, right? Yeah, I agree. That was,
If you got to come up that after doing the 70 or the 90,
yeah.
there's got to be some anger issues.
Some anger issues. I was thinking to myself, oh, I'm glad I didn't do the 70 and had to ride that. All right, journey on. We got to be, I see a guy going into a little more dirt trail up there maybe, so I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll survive. All right, off we go. Well, alrighty then. Didn't that look inviting? I'll tell you what. I had, the week before I did the Mammoth Tuff, 40 miles, right? The week before that, I did a 70-mile gravel bike event, which was not particularly challenging, but you know what? The 40 miles of the Mammoth Tuff, that was actually harder than the 70 miles of the Lassen gravel adventure race. Miles are not equal, guys. And you know that, especially if you're a mountain biker like I am, because sometimes, 1 mile can take you a long, long time to cover. But the biggest challenge in Mammoth is really, well, two things really. Elevation. The town sits at, I think, around 8,000 feet, and you kind of go up from there most of the time. And there was a lot of descending in this ride. At the first, the first 20 miles mostly felt downhill. However, pumice, this is a volcanic area. Mammoth is all volcanic. So you get this, I'm going to pick up a handful of sand and gravel, right? You can see this. Well, if you can imagine that over most of the roads that have been beat down all summer by, the side-by-sides and Jeeps and motorcycles and who knows what, that pumice sometimes was over your rims deep. So even though you're going downhill, you're just putting out quite a bit of watts to pedal. Anyway, it was a great event. I did find the route finding slightly challenging because there were some places where there just were no course markers in the trees where you kind of want to have some kind of course marking. So unless that changes, make sure you either know the area, you ride with somebody who knows the area, or, like I did, I had my Wahoo GPS, and that was actually just fine. After the event, hung around the expo for a little bit, hobnobbed with my fellow wizards, and generally just basked in the glow of my friendship with 3 other people I rode this with that I've known for years and years. And I think it's an event I'll probably be back to. Now, beyond the gravel event, Mrs. Grandy Gear and I and our cute little dog, we decided we'd stay up there for a few days. So if you're going to visit this area, here's a few things to know. Obviously, you want to bring some bikes. There are some family-friendly bike paths. One of them that goes up from the town of Mammoth up into the Lake Mary, Horseshoe Lake area. And it's a very, very well-established, really nice little bike path system, not too long. It's kind of hilly, though, so if you've got some youngins or somebody that isn't in shape, at that altitude, it is surprisingly daunting. But you can get it done. If you're fit or you got some e-bikes and you're used to that kind of stuff, you're going to enjoy that. We also did some hiking. We got out and we hiked around Convict Lake, and we hiked around Horseshoe Lake, and we went and we drove up to Lee Vining, which is about 15 miles, 20 miles north or less of Mammoth along the 395. We went to Inyo Cone and got ourselves a nice soft serve cone, and then looked over Mono Lake, the visitor center there, and that you can get down to the shoreline, etc. Quite an interesting area to visit. Drove the June Lake Loop, went out, had some nice meals in some nice restaurants, and just generally enjoyed ourselves very, very much up in Mammoth. There's a lot to do up there. I'm a fisherman. I wasn't prepared for that, but I saw a whole bunch of people out there with fishing rods, and that was pretty cool. So check out Mammoth Lake as a destination if you're coming somewhere with yourself or a friend or your significant other or your whole family. There is a lot to do in the Mammoth Lakes area and that whole 395 corridor, from Lone Pine all the way up to Bridgeport and that whole area. There's Bodie Ghost Town. There's a lot to do up there, guys. It is super, super fun. One thing to remember, though, I don't think Mammoth has the best gravel biking. Mountain biking, sure. If I had a mountain bike and a gravel bike, I would bring my mountain bike to Mammoth just because of the pumice, very, very soft soils. That is kind of the way it is up there. And that ain't going to change anytime soon. So if you're going to bring a gravel bike, I suggest you pack a big tire. Now for this event, I used my Turner Cyclosis, of course. I was packing some 50 millimeter WTB Resolutes. And although for the last event I did, the Lassen, they were overqualified, man, they were sweeties to have on my gravel bike for the Mammoth because all that soft pumice, they really did exceptionally well up there. And yet they still were rolling just fine on the pavement. All right, that's about it for now, you guys. I hope you enjoyed a little look at the Mammoth Tuff. And as always, you guys have a great week and or weekend. You go ride your bikes, huh?